Hello, YouTubers. Okay, so I'm making a video about the Korg M1. The problem I have is some of the buttons are broken. I'll show you. Um, so this is from the inside of the Korg M1, and on the other side of here, what you normally press the buttons. So you can see it goes up when you press the buttons. Unfortunately, when I press the button, this is what happens. The buttons have popped out and have become disconnected, and now they don't go back into the hole. Obviously, with the core turned the right side up. These little bits have snapped off, and really, oh, this one snapped off as well, and quite a few of them are snapped off here as well. Not so good. It really should look like this. They should all be together. So these are the buttons you press, and this is the inside, and this is how it should look. But because they've all got a bit frail over time, these bits have snapped off. Plus the fact I had lots of books resting on my keyboard, which is not a good idea. Now I'm going to try and effect a repair on virtually no budget, because I've not ever fixed one of these, so I'm going to have a go. Tools that we need. Some super glue. Scissors, preferably one if you've got curved scissors. Ruler. Screwdriver. And CD marker. Oh, and of course, hole punch. And from the recycling, a bit of plastic. I haven't decided to use that plastic or this plastic, but you're going to need a bit of plastic. So hit the recycler and, we'll use one of those. So I think everybody should have one of these. You might not have the curvy scissors, but we might not need that. Now, the idea is we're going to use a hole punch, make a little bit of plastic. Yeah, something like this. A little bit of plastic, which goes over the button and attaches itself at right angles to the bit that comes vertically, and we super glue it there, and we super glue it underneath. We've got a curve because the LEDs are gonna push through, and they're gonna need a round hole. Same way that there's a round hole there, you're gonna need to leave a gap for a round hole. Okay, so I'm gonna try and make one and come back in a minute with some measurements. Okay, bye. Okay, I found, I'm not sure if I said this in the last video, but if you're cutting plastic, it's pretty hard to see what on earth you're doing. So if you've got some masking tape, grab a bit of that, put that over the top, then make the hole with the hole punch, and then draw around it. I've got some measurements here. Obviously it's not to scale, but this is how it should be. So the hole punch 6mm, then just draw around it 2mm, 3mm over here to the bend, and an extra 5mm. Also, you can cut away a bit of it as well from the end, just in case you're not got it quite centered. So these are the measurements. I'm now going to attempt to finish off making all the pieces and then gluing it. So far, where did I put it? Yeah, it looks like this. Looking good. And obviously we're gonna glue it on the broken ones. This is a good one, but glue it on, and then hopefully once I've glued the broken one like this, then it should be able to sit correctly once I've done all four. I'll get back to you in a second. Bye. Hi, I have had one little problem with the gluing. Here you see I've got one of my buttons, and the problem is the super glue is really strong, and I've glued the bottom and I glued the side, but what happens is the super glue runs down and goes all the way around, making the whole angle quite firm, and that's what you don't want. This middle needs to be flexible so that the button goes up and down. So the best way to do it, I think, is to glue just the button onto our flat pieces that we've made, just like this. And then after that's set, then we'll bend it. There we go, bend, and then we'll just put a drop of glue on the back here, and then attempt to glue it back onto these big vertical pieces again. So avoid putting both glue on the back and the bottom at the same time, otherwise you'll get a whole load of trouble and the join will be too firm. So let's avoid that, and I'll now attempt to glue all my bits in, and we'll see how it goes. So here are my buttons, finally all glued down. As you can see, these are all prepared. If you look closely, you can just about see my plastic bits on top, there and there. And over here, which was all broken, these are all got new plastic bits. I'll hold it up to the light. No, you can't really see it very well. But anyway, that's it. Those all done, those all done. So now it's just a matter of putting it all back together. It's inside of the Korg. Remember, somebody was talking about a fuse. A quick look over here. There's a fuse in there, and not much else really. MIDI board, joystick, and anyway, that's it. Just a matter of plugging it all back in, and then we'll see if it works. Okay, that's it. The Korg is back together, and as you can see now, the buttons are not pressed through. You've got the usual very distinct clicky sound. If it doesn't make that clicky sound, then obviously your button's in the wrong way. And these were all the 8 buttons which weren't working. And that's it. That concludes the video. Have a lot of patience when repairing it, and see you in the next one. Bye.